tight on me.
What's going on, everybody? You are not
What's
tuned into another episode of Everyday Heroes, and we got real name Wynton, JB Written, and a return guest on the show, Jazz, the Queen Lioness on the show. And before we get into anything, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the show. Like, comment, subscribe on Everyday Heroes. Don't forget RSS feed, iTunes, Spotify, you name it, we on there. So we in the mix. We everywhere. Google us, Everyday Heroes. We on there. You can find us. We're the first thing on Google when you go ahead and Google that. All right. So without further ado, JB, how was your week?
Hey man, my week is good. But you said return guest. She been on the guest. She passed the guest status after your time on the show. You might as well say you a regular.
I,
I'm just making myself cozy.
my bad.
Hey, return guest. I'm looking around
I
like who?
ain't shaking no more hands. I'm giving out hugs.
Hey,
Hey,
look,
everybody.
hey, virtual hugs, virtual hugs. Don't worry
Right,
about
social
going around.
distancing.
Yeah, we called the air.
I'm masked up as you
I
can see.
see you, bro.
Can't be
Alright,
y'all
alright,
come on here. I might go ahead and end this call.
Oh
Uh,
no, calm down.
alright. So how was your week? JB?
It was good, man. Real good. I'm just staying safe, man. Staying safe.
Yes indeed, man. That's the best way to go about it as of right now. Jazz the Queen Lioness, no longer a
Yes.
guest.
Hey,
How was your?
hey.
How you been?
I'm good. I'm good. Everything is everything. I take a big test on Friday, so I've just been on my studying tip. So that's what that's about.
Hey, hope you pass it and everything. So definitely I'll definitely pray for that. All right. So much luck to you on that one, and I'm sure the
Thank you.
whole
Thank you.
everyday, and I'm sure the whole everyday heroes is saying the same thing to you, especially when this comes out. All right. So and me, I've been chilling. I've been good. I've been great. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. So let's go ahead and get into some current events. We're gonna talk about Pinkett Smith and Will Smith's relationship with August Alsina and all that stuff. So I guess the biggest question we're gonna raise out of this, right? Because we all know what happened, right? The big question out of this, right? Did Jada Pinkett Smith take advantage of August Alsina? While Jada Pinkett at the time was somewhere around 45, and August Alsina, was around 23 years old at the time. So did she take advantage of a young man? Let's go ahead with you, JB.
All right. Me first. Me first. All right. When I heard of this, when I heard of this story, I almost cried. I ain't gonna lie to you. I almost cried at the end of that. I guess it was a red table talk. Remember what they said at the end? They said,
Bad marriage for life.
"Yeah, we ride together, die together." Bad marriage for life. Now that is the most beautiful, stupidest thing I ever heard.
Mm.
It's the most beautiful, stupidest thing I ever heard. Now I'm gonna say this: separated. I love listening to Will Smith. He be having some great, like, inspirational talks. And
Mm.
also Jada be having some great inspirational talk. Like if I can sit down and talk to Will Smith about life, and I would, you know what I'm saying? Because like his talks, even Jada, I talk to her, but together in a relationship, I don't know, man. I wouldn't talk to neither one of them, But it's a stupid love. I mean, y'all can tell me anybody that's been in a not a stupid love. You ever been in that love where you hate each other tomorrow? I mean, yesterday until today, we love each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think about that marriage. Now, did she take advantage of August? Yes, she did. He was vulnerable. He was young. He was sick. You know what I mean? And he was 20, like you said, 23 Wynton?
Yeah.
23? Hey man, what 23-year-old guy wouldn't? You know what I mean? I'm about to die. Yeah, I don't know if he was about to die, but he was really, really sick, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I believe he was on drugs. That's part of his sickness.
We'll get to that.
Well,
Okay.
okay. Well, they said it was something about a lung or something like I don't know,
Correct.
but he was sick.
Correct.
Me being that young, 23, and I'm sick. I don't know what's about to happen. Regardless of what happened, drugs or whatever. And Jada Pinkett Smith came to me. You know, you taking advantage of me. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So it's taking advantage of my situation, and that's just how I feel about it. Not saying that August is not responsible too. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that August don't play a part too. I'm just saying her as a married woman, and she had feelings of maybe of whatever she was going through in her marriage and her relationship. She was maybe feeling empty, as she did say. And this guy come around and, I think she did take advantage of her. But that's just my thoughts. So I'm gonna let it go around.
All right. All right. So, Jazz, what's your comments on this?
Okay. As far as their marriage goes and all that kind of stuff, I don't feel like I'm gonna just get straight into it. I don't feel like Jada took advantage of August at all. When it comes to dating and entanglements, okay, word of the week. Um,
Entanglement.
one line you don't cross is being involved with a married woman or a married person. Period. That's like rule number one. Nothing. You're not going to get what you think you're going to get in most cases at the end. You done fell for this person, y'all done spent time and all this other stuff, but is that really fulfilling you? And you're not going to be fulfilled because you done got caught up with someone who is already in dealings with somebody else. So, as far as the whole marriage thing goes, I listen. I feel like you ain't tested love unless you are a little stupid. So, I
Hmm.
mean, they're gonna go through the motions. I don't know what relationship that doesn't go through it, and maybe even make you feel like I don't know why I'm doing this, but you know, shoot, it is. I don't know. I don't have no. I don't see Jada as she's wrong. Maybe I don't see it as cheating either. I mean, I guess it is cheating, but from my understanding, they had an open relationship dynamic. Now, if that's what you choose to do within your marriage, then I think that's your business. So yeah, I don't feel August was. I think he just has to be accountable and not do that again. Learn from his lesson.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, I'll just say this. I have to agree with Jazz on this one. I don't feel like he was taking advantage. I mean, I don't feel like she was taking advantage of him. He knew exactly what he was doing, and she knew exactly what they were doing. I don't believe in the whole you were drunk. I don't believe in the whole you're high. There's no excuse. You gotta hold yourself accountable at the end of the day. And it's a two-way street, right? Unless it's rape, it's a
Right.
two-way street. You decide to do this, the other person decides to do this, and you guys keep meeting each other halfway until you do it, right? So that's the way that works. And I wouldn't be me, or if I didn't cap this off with a story, right? Because I'm a story. And so I was about 19, 20 years old, and I'm not gonna get too detailed into it as far as how we met, but there was a 49-year-old woman that I met. Long story short, you know what I'm saying, I had some nights with her, and it is what it is with that. Um, I never felt like she was trying to take advantage of me or anything like that, and I didn't feel like I was trying to take advantage of her. I just didn't feel that way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Charge
Like,
it to the
we cool.
game.
It's exactly charge it to the game. When I was dealing with her, I dealt with her those few times, and that was it.
August caught feelings.
And that was it. I know what her situation was. She knew what my situation was, and we both made a conscious decision to do that with each other.
Right.
And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuses or anything. I always had a choice to say no. I always had a choice not to cross that line, but I did. She always had a choice to say no. She always had a choice to not cross that line, but she did. So I have to agree with Jazz on that. I
Yeah,
don't feel like he was taken advantage of. I don't care about that emotional stuff. It doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Right.
You know, it
it
really.
wasn't about being emotional. The man was sick, and he came to Jada,
Go
for a
to your mama,
relationship.
not to
The,
somebody
the,
else, mama.
yeah, yeah, but I don't know, his situation, but he came to the Mr. and Mrs. Smiths.
Oh,
That's
I
what he
thought.
did.
So,
He came to them. And
so,
as a young man, you supposed to take that man under your wing, not literally under your wing, but under your wing as, figuratively, and help him out in this situation. And she saw a young black man, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I'm feeling bad in my situation, and my situation is open as a married woman. And she's,
And
and
so they
decided to take
connected.
advantage.
They were
That
connecting
was
off of their hurt.
that was her hurt and his hurt, but his hurt was way much worse than her hurt because they was already established a open relationship, I guess, though, if that's what you said. So yeah, she took advantage of that young man, that 23-year-old young man
Cut
that
it
just
out. Cut it
well,
out. At 23, y'all know we
man,
know everything at 23. I'm not going for that.
God,
I don't
Either
believe it.
way, either
I don't
way,
believe in it.
God,
either way, August now has to learn another lesson on top of his drug or liver issues or whatnot. This is literally a part of life. You don't get in entanglements with married couples because you're not guaranteed the outcome whether or not you fall in love
Correct.
or not. So so what do you do to keep that from happening again? You don't deal with married people. And you keep it pushing. Shout out to my dog August. Stay strong.
yes, they
Facts. 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 So, any other comments we got here on this? Any last comments, JB, or anything?
poor
I
August Alsina, poor August.
I seen August. I seen a picture of August floating around. Um, if we're gonna say that Jada is guilty for taking advantage of him,
Which she was.
I understand why. Cause Jesus.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Okay, that's my comments.
All right. Well, that just about wraps up the show for me. I have no comments outside of that. I mean, at the end of the day, there's no excuse. You got to be held accountable,
Right.
and and unfortunately, neither one of them really held themselves accountable. Even Jada, that was just lousy and sloppy and all that stuff. Like she never really admitted it,
Right.
and and that's just what it is. She never really admitted it. Those words,
But does
entanglement and
she have to
everything.
admit it to us though? Like,
She doesn't
it's
have to admit it to us, but at the same time, like, why are you on the red table then? Why are you on the red table? It just
to
doesn't make
neither confirm or deny.
wasted my fucking
She
time.
pleading the fifth.
Exactly. So you waste my time. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Is it
I
protecting
don't know.
you
I
Well,
think
well,
it's
or is
she
it
said it was
real?
an
important. At
entanglement.
the same time, I do think it's important for, like, the other side of it is to see the unification between her and Will. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is a good look. If you ask me, I would rather see y'all work it out, get over it, deal with whatever the issue is at hand, and the truth between y'all is good. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's just the other side of the game.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
you,
Anyway,
we can't really have an opinion on it, but dang, they worked through another obstacle. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, but are
right.
they are they really happy together? That's what I'm saying. Like, we ride together, we die together. Bad marriage for life. Like that's type of
You
saying.
saw the laughs, bro.
No,
You
but what I'm
saw
saying though,
the laughs.
That's
what
their
that's what
marriage, though.
but what I'm saying, and that's like saying like, you know. I'm not really happy, but I'm gonna stick it out because of the
But
kid.
you don't get married to be happy. You go married to go through the ups and downs, the sickness and bad, the good
Yo,
health and
yo,
bad.
yo, what is going on
I
here?
want,
No,
I want to be
that's
married to be
not
happy.
why.
What?
What?
Nah,
What?
I don't
I
want to
just,
be
I
married.
kind of just want
No,
ups. I don't want no
what's
downs.
the point of?
You're not hold on, you are not guaranteeing when you get married, you're not going to be guaranteed to be happy throughout the whole lifetime of the marriage. Yes, you should choose someone who compliments you or whatnot in whatever way, but if you're getting married to guarantee your happiness, then you still need to dig in within yourself a lot more because happiness comes from self.
Yeah, happiness does come from self, but I just want somebody that I don't have to go. You know what I mean? Like maybe this is their happiness. That drama and that that openness of that is that happiness. But to me, that
I
that's not.
would.
Yeah,
See,
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't want to live that way.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live
I
that.
wouldn't want to live that way.
Yeah.
And there's just certain boundaries that I wouldn't personally be okay with, but they seem to be okay with. But
Yeah,
that's
okay.
Right.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but so any other final comments on this?
Whew,
No.
All
whew.
right, all right. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the show. Follow
Yes.
us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, all that baloney. All
All
right,
all that.
all of it. You know what I'm saying? Follow JB Written on IG. Follow Jazz the Queen Lioness on IG, and then follow
Yes.
me, real name Wynton, on IG, and we can definitely get some questions. We got shows coming to you all the time.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Yes,
talk
sir.
about it.
All right, all right.
Ladies, get them nails done.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed. Yes,
Jazzy B
indeed.
underscore nailed underscore it.
Yes,
Come
yes,
see
yes.
me.
Definitely get those nails done. Get them looking pretty. Get them looking fly. All right. So from real name Wynton, JB Written, and Jazz the Queen Lioness. This is Everyday Heroes, and we are
Out.
signing out.